Oh. Oh. What's happening? So, is the engine on now? I think I passed.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
Ultimate Driving course honestly was a breath of fresh air. It had all the videos that covered all the topics and they got straight to the point.
So before my driving test, I was very nervous. After doing the course, I felt a lot more confident on the road. I felt like I'd learnt like a few tricks that I didn't necessarily pick up from my instructor, so I had a couple of other things in the bag, which is good.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we have another mock test with Evie.
Yeah.
So guys, I've just met Evie, and for those of you who are watching for the first time, the learners that turn up here, they haven't had any driving lessons with me. I've just met them and I'm just here to assess their driving to see if they're ready for the actual driving test or not. So Evie, could you tell us a little bit about your driving?
Yeah, so I've had 63 lessons like altogether.
Okay.
And I've been driving for about a year. And I just haven't had any lessons in ages because my instructor is like doing another course or something, but like whenever I text him he just hasn't replied. And I feel quite confident with my driving, like I think I'm ready to pass, but I've done 2 tests and I failed them both, obviously, but I don't know why. And on the second test that I've just done, I got 14 minors and 4 majors, but I was driving for basically the whole time, so I don't know what I did wrong.
You got 14 minors and 4 majors, yeah?
Yeah.
And you still don't know, you know when you say, oh, you don't know what you fell for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why if any of you guys watching, yeah, you know, obviously you pay for the driving test.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really important, you know, at the end if you do fail, no, everyone be upset, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And that's probably the last thing people are thinking of. But you need to get that feedback from the examiner and ask them why, make sure you understand.
Yeah, because they say it quite brief, I think.
Yeah.
But and then they said oh, you'll get an email as well. So I got the email, but
even on the email, it's just they just tick the boxes really, yeah. And it's not really a full explanation, yeah. So it's best to always ask the examiner, make sure you understand, or ask your instructor to just jump in the car, make sure they understand, okay. It's really important. So what do you feel that is there anything that you feel you're kind of weak on, or do you think you're kind of ready for everything?
I think I'm quite ready on everything, but like in both of the 2 tests I didn't get a chance to do any manoeuvres, but I think the hardest one that I find is the parallel park. Yeah. Okay,
so guys, Evie just said she didn't get the chance to do any of the manoeuvres. So what's happening with the test now during this period is if you do make a serious driving fault, the examiners guide you back to the test centre so they don't complete the whole test.
Yeah, because for the first test I was only driving for 5 minutes because I messed up on a junction, so they told me to go back to the test centre.
So you messed up pretty early.
Yeah. And then it was a waste of money.
So today obviously we're going to continue with the whole test. It normally lasts around 35 to 40 minutes. And I'll make you do one manoeuvre. You'll be following the sat nav. And guys, for any of you that are looking to do a mock test, please contact us on Instagram or Snapchat, and we basically those messages I can't reply to every single one. We just randomly choose people when we need them for a mock test. Okay, Evie, so any questions before we start?
No.
So, have you got your next test booked up?
Yeah, it's booked up soon, but like I don't want to say because apparently it's like bad luck.
That's fine. Hopefully third time lucky, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, the show me, tell me questions. Have you been through those with your instructor?
Yeah. Well, I've done them, but I don't think I'm very good at those.
Okay. So let's have a go at the tell me one, yeah. So could you tell me how you would check that your headlights and taillights are working?
So you turn on the engine and then you'd push the. Oh no, you turn the thing on the side of the wheel, and then the sign will come up on the board. It's green for the back, and then like the front headlights, I think it's green, but then if the main beam's on, it'd be blue.
Good, that's correct information. But how do you check that the lights are actually working?
Oh, so you can look in like reflections, or you could like ask someone to get out and have a look for you.
You're very safe, you're on your own. What would you do then?
Probably look in reflections and stuff.
Or if there's nothing that you can see the reflections in?
Could you look? Could you get out yourself and have a look?
That's it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be faster, just work out the car. Okay, right. So, the faults as you do them, and today, if you do any, I won't let you know as soon as you do it, yeah. But at the end of the test, we will go through them, yeah. We'll explain what you did wrong. And for the viewers, obviously you watched the videos before, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk about the faults just before they happen, and any serious faults will be in red text. Any normal driving faults will be in amber text, yeah.
Yeah.
So how many serious did you get in the last one? 4, did you say?
Yeah, but like I get that you can only have one. Well, like I didn't know that before, but then I don't get it because if I got 4, then why was I driving for so long? But I think it's because
unless this happened, so you did a serious fault, yeah, and the examiner was guiding you back to the test centre, and you did another 3 on the way back.
Probably. But then I got so many minors. I don't know, honestly.
Okay, right. So yeah, whenever you're ready, if you could move off, and we'll be following the sat nav for a bit first, yeah.
Yeah. So, is the engine on now?
No.
Oh.
So clutch down to start the car. And guys, Evie hasn't driven this car before. Like I said, we've just met. So you haven't even driven in this area before, yeah?
No.
She's done a different test centre and the lessons, and it's a different car, so it might take a bit of time to get used to it. Yeah.
Okay.
As we move off, Evie forgets to release the handbrake.
Okay, the handbrake's still up, yeah?
Oh.
Evie approaches this turn well, using the MSPSL routine in the correct order.
Turn left, then take the second right.
She also carries out good mirror checks after entering the new road. At this turn, Evie makes her first serious driving fault. She signals too early.
After 200 yards, turn right.
When approaching, Evie selects third gear instead of first. This leads to stalling, which wouldn't be a serious fault as long as you react well. But Evie selects third gear again and again, so I have to step in. She does explain the reason for this happening during the discussion at the end of the test.
What's happening?
Okay, you're in gear 3, yeah, put it into gear 1, please.
Sorry.
That's it.
the roundabout, second exit, then take the third left.
At this roundabout, Evie makes another serious driving fault. She enters a roundabout in 3rd gear, then selects 4th and then 1st gear. 1st gear slows our car down, and there was another vehicle behind that wasn't expecting us to slow down suddenly. If there was no vehicle behind, then this wouldn't have been a serious driving fault.
Cross the roundabout, second exit, then take the third left.
As the space narrows, Evie keeps to a suitable speed, but doesn't check the mirrors before overtaking the parked vehicles.
After 200 yards, turn left, then go left on the roundabout.
This time, she does check the mirrors before overtaking the vehicles. Evie approaches and exits these 2 mini roundabouts well.
Turn left, then go left on the roundabout. After 100 yards, go left on the roundabout, first exit, then take the third right. Go left on the roundabout, first exit, then take the third right. After 100 yards, sharp right.
At this junction, Evie carries out good observations before emerging out.
The gears are really strange in this car.
Are they?
Yeah.
Sharp right.
You have been driving the manual, yeah?
Yeah, but mine are just a bit different.
So you've been practicing in your own car?
Yeah, I've been doing the tests in my car as well.
Okay.
And it's a Fiat, so I think it's like quite light, like compared to this.
When moving off after waiting at traffic lights, it's important to check the side mirrors for any cyclists. Evie checks the centre mirror but doesn't check the side mirrors. On the approach to this roundabout, Evie doesn't check the mirrors and signals too late.
Cross the roundabout, first exit.
Ahead we approach a pedestrian crossing. Evie blocks the crossing. Luckily the crossing wasn't in use, or this could have been a serious driving fault.
Straight ahead, yeah, second exit.
Yeah.
After 100 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit.
Not sure if we can get through there.
After entering the roundabout, Evie shows good lane discipline.
Cross the roundabout, second exit.
Again, Evie signals too early. She also gets slightly too close when following the vehicle in front.
100 yards, turn left. Turn left.
There is a lorry blocking the road and the gap is quite narrow. All the vehicles are going onto the pavement so they can get through. Evie does the same. This would be okay in this situation as long as there are no pedestrians nearby.
I was meant to go down there, wasn't I?
No, it's fine. When parking up, Evie checks the mirrors well, but signals just before the road on our left.
Yeah.
Park up anywhere safe on the
After 300 yards, turn right.
She also scrapes a curb when parking up. And move off when you're ready, please. When moving off, you should use what we call the POM routine, which stands for prepare, observe and move. So firstly, prepare the car by selecting the gear and sorting out your feet. Then observe and signal if required. And finally, release a handbrake to move. Evie does everything, but not in the correct order. This wouldn't be a driving fault, but be careful not to just apply a signal without getting your car ready or observing. Here now, Evie keeps a good gap when stopping behind this vehicle.
After 200 yards, go right on the roundabout, third exit.
Evie enters this roundabout well, but you'll see that she selects first gear on the approach. Only select first gear if you know you'll be stopping. She does change to second gear in time.
Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
When turning right at roundabouts, this is something Evie needs to improve on. As we reach the second exit, Evie checks the mirrors and applies a left signal to exit the roundabout. And now if it's safe, she should start to move over to the left lane, but instead keeps to the right. This could confuse other vehicles on the roundabout, and vehicles behind may use that left lane to overtake and exit the roundabout. Each time Evie did this, her observations were good before changing lanes, so it didn't cause any problems.
Take the exit.
Evie joins the dual carriageway well using the slip lane and carries out good observations.
After 400 yards, go right on the roundabout, third exit. Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
This is a marked roundabout, and Evie follows the markings well. But again, when exiting the roundabout, she doesn't move over to the left lane in time. This time, another vehicle takes advantage of that space. As she did earlier, Evie's observations are good before changing lane.
this roundabout, we are taking the third exit, which is straight ahead. Evie can use the middle lane, but selects a right hand lane, which is okay too. All she has to do is keep to the right and exit onto the right hand lane, and then move back to the left lane when it's safe. She does this well.
Third exit.
Evie signals right on approach. This signal was not necessary as we are going straight ahead.
Roundabouts coming up quite close together now, yeah?
Yeah.
At the first roundabout, if you could turn right, third exit. As soon as you do this roundabout, there's another roundabout at which I want you to go straight ahead, second exit, yeah?
Yeah.
So right, third exit.
These two roundabouts, Evie does really well. She shows really good lane discipline, especially at the second roundabout. Now I'm going to ask Evie to carry out the reverse parallel parking manoeuvre. She does make some serious driving faults during this manoeuvre.
Thank you. And if you could use this car here to carry out the reverse parallel parking.
The one in front?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is on a downhill slope, so it's important to keep good control. Evie rolls forward just before reversing. Before reversing, it's important to check all around, including both blind spots and out of the back window. Evie doesn't do enough observations. Evie begins to steer whilst the car is stationary. This is called dry steering and isn't good for your tyres. As our vehicle swings out, Evie doesn't check the right blind spot. Evie couldn't get the handbrake down, so I had to help out.
Can't get this down.
So lift up and press it. You do it? Shall I do it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a vehicle waiting behind. Evie's too wide from the curb, and because the road is quite narrow, this means she gets quite close to the vehicle behind, which had to reverse. Evie readjusts her position, but again the observations weren't good enough. Before reversing, she didn't notice a vehicle approaching from behind, so I had to intervene.
Stop there a sec. Okay. Carry on. It's fine.
Okay. Right. I think I need to go back a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move off and to your left, please.
Okay.
Now I'm going to ask Evie the show me question. She presses the correct button but also turns the temperature up, which isn't required when demisting the rear screen.
Okay, Evie, could you show me how to demist your rear screen, please?
So you'd press this one and then...
Could you show me?
Oh. I think that's it.
Okay, thanks. Switch it off. If you could turn right, please.
At this right turn, it's safe for us to continue without stopping, so second gear is good, but Evie selects first gear, which slows us down too much.
And if you could park up on the left, please.
Now we are back at the test centre. It's time to tell Evie that she's failed. She thought she had passed.
And switch off the engine for me, Evie. Okay. How do you think you got on?
It was harder than I thought, but I feel like, I don't know, because it was like, I don't think it was really the roads, it was probably more like getting used to the car and that. Like, I think at the start I couldn't work out, because it's like, it was just different, because I thought I was in reverse, so I think I put it more towards that side, which was put it in third.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, but then as well, I think on the manoeuvre I didn't look round for before I started to reverse, so that was probably quite bad. And then I don't know.
So do you think you passed or failed?
Well, I thought I passed, but then now I'm thinking I might have failed, because I feel like I did do a couple of things, but I think they're just minors.
Okay. So what you reckon? Pass or fail?
I think probably, I think I passed.
Okay. Sorry, you did fail, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know what, it was I don't know what it was like, you know the way you were describing like your previous test, yeah, I was expecting this to be a lot worse for some reason, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And like you said, like you mentioned at the start, so we just found out the reason why you were going for gear 3 instead of 1, because you were scared of putting it into reverse, yeah.
Yeah, because I obviously drive with my feet all the time. That's just literally like across and up, that's first. And I thought I did that, but then I looked down and I saw it said reverse. So I got stressed and moved it to the third one.
Yeah. See, so that was your first serious fault though, because it kept happening. And I had to step in, didn't I?
Yeah, I think I was getting stressed because I didn't know why. Like, I didn't know why I wasn't moving, because I thought I was in first.
So most of the cars, yeah, you know, if reverse is in the same position as gear 1,
Yeah.
there'll either be a safety hatch like there is there.
Yeah.
You know, when you did the maneuver, you break that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you'd have to push it extra hard to get into reverse if he hasn't got that safety hatch. Yeah. So, yeah. a shame, but then after that you kind of sorted it.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. I started to get the hang of it towards the end.
So okay, that first fault, it was obviously I want to try and give you the best advice I can for your test. So obviously that's not really going to be an issue for your test, is it?
Yeah.
If you do.
Yeah, I've got.
But even you showed me you got used to the gears.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you do rush for like gear 1 too early. So say if there's a roundabout coming up or something, sometimes you go for gear 1 when we don't even need it.
Yeah.
And then you do change it after. But on this turn, the last turn that we did from the main road into the test centre, we were turning right. Were there any oncoming cars?
There was one, wasn't there?
No, we didn't have to stop for anyone.
Oh, no.
We could continue, so you were on the main road, we're turning right, So which gear would be good there?
2.
2.
Yeah.
We don't need to stop, do we? Which one did you select?
1.
Yeah, you selected. So just be careful of that,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Don't rush for gear 1 too early. So that third gear one, that was your first fault,
Yeah.
Okay. Then, again, when we entered that first roundabout, we're going straight ahead. Again, you were having a bit of an issue with the gears, Yeah, you put it into third and then fourth, and then what you did as we were on the roundabout, you put it into 1. Yeah? So we were on the roundabout, we were still moving, and then you brought the clutch up. When you put it into 1 while the car's still moving at a pace, and you bring the clutch up, it slows you right down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And there was someone behind us, close behind, who had also entered the roundabout.
Yeah.
If they weren't behind us, that would have been a minor.
Yeah.
But I've marked that down as a serious,
Yeah.
Okay, so don't, if the car's above 10 miles an hour, don't rush for gear 1. Go for gear 2.
Okay.
Okay, you went for gear 1, you bought the clutch. Remember that gear 1 is going to try and get the engine's going to get the car back to almost stopping speed.
Yeah.
It's like sharp braking, really.
Yeah.
So that was your second one. And then after that, following distance, be careful. Most of the time it was good. When you're following another vehicle, it wasn't like at high speed or anything. But you were keeping really close.
Oh, okay.
At one point.
Yeah.
Even if the vehicle in front is moving really slowly, keep 1 full car length.
Yeah.
So that's around 10 miles an hour. But if it's say around 20 miles an hour, keep 2 car lengths.
Yeah.
Okay. But you were quite close there. I've put a question mark next to that. Some examiners can mark that as a serious.
Yeah.
But I won't on this occasion, because most of the time you did it okay. But just be careful of that. Don't pull the cars too close. Mirrors, when they mattered, were good. Like, when you're changing lanes.
Yeah.
But in general, you're missing something like before braking, not checking your centre mirror. Even in general, when you're driving in general, try and look in your mirrors and assess what's going on around you. A bit more. Obviously, you've been used to driving in your own car, and like sometimes if you haven't got an instructor or someone to tell you what to do, you just get into the habit of just driving, only checking it when you feel you need to. Keep that regular and taking what's around you. The other serious fault, your observations on the parallel parking. And even our position. It was a narrow road as well. It was a difficult road to do.
It was hard because it was on the hill as well.
Exactly. Because we didn't do many hills, so I thought I'd just test you there. Okay. And there was a vehicle behind us who had stopped. Obviously while we were doing the manoeuvre. And then you were coming back, and he had to reverse a lot more. There was more space, but you kept going into like really close to him, and you had to reverse. And then that one time there was a vehicle, had no indicator on. It was coming towards us. You didn't look around. And I asked you to just stop there a second. Then
I thought that was something too.
So positioning wise, it was obviously it's a different car. You might have different reference points in your car, but we were really wide. Then you kind of sorted it out. But you need a technique where you can get it first time.
So say like I took a few times on the test, would that fail? Or did it only fail because of the observation?
It's mainly because of the observations. It's mainly because, but this time the positioning would affect it because the road was narrow and there was a car waiting. He had to reverse because of us. We were getting closer and closer to him. If you didn't affect the car, then for positioning wise it would be a minor, but that was a serious for the positioning as well. Because it affected another vehicle. So the same fault can be minor, but it can turn into a serious if you affected the vehicle. So those are your serious faults. There's a lot of good stuff to you driving, like your lane discipline. Brilliant. Passing parked cars, leaving a good gap. You're not getting too close.
Because those 2 ones were actually what they picked up on my tests, saying I did them wrong, like saying I didn't do them. So I think like from that I've kind of learnt. So like when I obviously went past the parked cars, I was like thinking about it.
Yeah, that was good. So a lot of like you're fine handling the car. You don't seem like really nervous or unsure about it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And but I think the main things that you need to improve on, even though you didn't do a serious fault on it, big roundabouts when you're turning right. Yeah.
Yeah.
When there's two lanes, okay, you're positioning the correct lane, but one roundabout there's just one lane and you would just position too much to the left. When you turn right, position to the right on approach. Yeah. Then when you enter the roundabout, you're sticking to the right well. Okay, then say we're taking the third exit, okay, what are you supposed to do when you get by the second exit?
Start like moving across a bit.
Checking your mirrors beforehand, signal, and then if it's safe, move across. You're leaving that a little bit too late.
And
it's what's happening. Other vehicles are trying. At one point a vehicle did take advantage of that gap. But the good thing is you check your mirrors, you didn't rush out change lanes in front of them. You're still checking though, but you're making it a lot harder for yourself. So I'm not saying rush over, but as soon as you get to the second exit, start the process of moving over. Okay? So that, like I said, work on your mirrors a bit more. Okay, checking them in, especially when you're in traffic and that. Check your side mirrors. What are we looking for in your side mirrors when you're moving off? What are we looking for?
Like bikes and stuff.
Sometimes you did it, but a lot of times you missed it out. Okay, following the sat nav, try and pay attention to like where the actual turn is, because all you're hearing is 600 yards we're turning right, and your hand's ready on the right signal. 600 yards is quite a distance.
I thought I'm not good in maths, so I'd never know how far like the yards are.
Listen, I was the same. I was really bad with my distances, but since we've had to follow the sat nav, even in the test, you just learn. That's part of the process. When you're learning to drive, have the sat nav on, your instructor will tell you, okay, look, this is 100 yards, this is the right time now. So this is 600 yards, this is 400 yards, so you know when it's the right time.
I think I need to do that. Okay,
so just work on that, because you were just applying the signal too early and starting everything too early. And final thing I'd say, at the T-junction, you didn't make a serious fault today. But I just feel you can get a better position, before emerging out. Sometimes, the junctions when you can't see, when it's not the best view. You heard of the creep and peep technique, where you just edge forward a little bit, lean your body forward more, and be a bit more thorough with your checks.
Because that one, it was really busy, wasn't it? And I never knew when to go.
But I'd rather you be a bit hesitant rather than rushing out. You said that happened on one of your tests, on your first test. They said you just rushed out.
Then there was cars coming.
Just make sure you've got a really good view all the way down the bottom of the road. If you haven't, creep out. A little bit, but don't just risk pulling out. Like I said, you didn't get a serious fault on that or anything, but I just feel that's something you can improve on. So just those few things, and you got a good chance of passing next time. Just work on these. So you're driving your car with a family member?
My mum.
Just when you're sitting with your mum, try and drive as if you're on an actual driving lesson, not just sitting in there and just going for a drive. Okay. Your driving's not that bad. I think you've got a good chance of passing next time.
Okay, thank you.
Work on these few things. Hopefully that's helped you.
That's really helped. Thank you.
Good. Thanks a lot for doing the mock test.
It's okay, thank you.
And guys, like always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.